And good morning, everybody. My name is Dean Quick. I'm the board certified music therapist with Levine Cancer Institute, and this is Music Therapy for Self-Care. We're live on weekdays. You can find me at 10 a.m. providing some sort of musical experience. And today is Tuesday. Missed seeing everybody yesterday, but have to admit that I enjoyed the time off. So Tuesdays are song discussion, and today I'm sharing some of my favorite music of all time, and it is Tom Waits. Thursdays are also song discussion. Wednesdays are for music for relaxation. Fridays are, Mondays and Fridays are for live looping. All of that occurs at 10 a.m. So tune in any weekday at 10 a.m. and you'll find me live. For Tuesdays and Fridays at noon, I have what's called Lo-Fi Lunch. So I hope you'll join me for that today at noon. Got some cool things lined up. So please join me for that. All right. So I'd like to go ahead and get into this Tom Waits for you. Here are the songs I've chosen. Now, it's not all of my favorite ballads by him. It is some of my favorite ballads. He is probably my favorite balladeer. This is probably the order I play him in. But if you're watching live and you have a preference, let me know. Shout it out. All right, I'm going to do one thing to get ready because I'm getting some weird sounds, and then I'll get into the song. All right, so Fish and Bird by Tom Waits. Beautiful song, love song about a fish and a bird falling in love and realizing they can never be together physically, but they're going to wait eternity for each other. They bought a ram for the sailor, and they heard his tale of a world that was so far away, and a song that we'd never heard, a song of a little bird that fell in love with a whale. He said, "You cannot live in the ocean," and she said to him, "You never can live in the sky. The ocean is filled with tears, and the sea turns into a mirror. There's a whale in the moon when it's clear, and a bird on the tide. Oh, please don't cry. Let me dry your eyes and tell me that you will wait for me. Hold me in your arms. I promise we never will part. I'll never sail back to the time, but I'll always pretend you're mine. Though I know that we both must part, you can live in my heart. Oh, please don't cry. Let me dry your eyes and tell me that you will wait for promise we never will part. I'll never sail back to the time. I'll always pretend that you're mine. I know that we both must part. You can live in my heart. All right. I love that song. Like, that song is so special to me. One, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful love story, and the metaphor there, and using these two animals that truly live in different worlds as an example of undying love. But I know that we both must part. You can live in my heart. I love that lyric. That's so nice. That is so nice. So, let's get into House Where Nobody Lives. This is also a very special song. All right, give me one moment here. My apologies, you had to hear that. There's a house on my block that's abandoned and cold. Folks moved out of it a long time ago. They took all their things and they never came back. Looks like it's haunted with the windows all cracked. And everyone calls it the house where nobody lives. Once it held laughter, once it held dreams. If they throw it away, they know what it means. Did someone's heart break? Did someone do somebody wrong? Well, the paint is all cracked. It was peeled off of the wood. The papers were stacked on the porch where I stood. The weeds had grown up just as high as the door. There were birds in the chimney and an old chest of drawers. Looks like no one will ever come back. The house where nobody lives. Once it held laughter, once it held dreams. Oh, did they throw it away? They know what it means. Someone's heartbreak. Did someone do somebody wrong? So if you find someone to have, someone to hold, don't trade it for silver. No, don't trade it for gold. 'Cause I'll have all of life's treasures and they're fine and they're good. And they remind me that houses are just made of wood. What makes a house grand? Oh, it ain't the roof or the doors. If there's love in a house, oh, it's a palace for sure. Without love, ain't nothing but a house where nobody lives. Without love, it ain't nothing but a house where nobody lives. All right. Remember the first time I heard that song, I was in the middle of charting, because a lot of times when I chart clinical progress on patients, I'm listening to music, and God, this had to be 10 years ago. Like I was first starting out as a music therapist, and I remember just stopping, and saying, man, what a song. And it might very well be the song that got me so into Tom Waits. He did a lot of stuff with Les Claypool, and that's fine and dandy, but his ballads to me are really where it's at. So this song, Old 55, is from his first album, which he didn't get his grumbly voice until later. I think was it 73? Closing Time came out. That's the name of the album. Might have been. I think it was 73. Album's called Closing Time, full of ballads. This is one of them, Old 55. I've done it here before, but I'm doing it again today. I'm going to do this one a little more like Tom Waits does it. Well, my time went so quickly, I went lickety-splickly out to my old 55, and I pulled away slowly, feeling so holy, God knows I was feeling alive. Now the sun's coming up, I'm riding with Lady Luck. Freeway cars and trucks, stars beginning to fade, and I lead the parade, just a wishing I'd stay a little longer. Oh Lord, the feeling's getting stronger. Now 6 in the morning gave me no warning, I had to be on my way. But the trucks all are passing, lights all are flashing, I'm on my way home from your place. Now the sun's coming up, I'm riding with Lady Luck. Freeway cars and trucks, stars beginning to fade, and I lead the parade, just a wishing I'd stay a little longer. Oh Lord, but that feeling's getting stronger. My time went so quickly, I went lickety-splickety out to my old 55. As I pulled away slowly, feeling so holy, God knows I was feeling alive. Now the sun's coming up, I'm riding with Lady Luck. Freeway cars and trucks, freeway cars and trucks, freeway cars and trucks. All right. Truly don't know what happened in the middle of that song, but I was like trying to find the lower octave, and that did not happen. So what you got was a little bit of harmony and a little bit of off key. So sorry. All right. So this song is a song. So there's this Tom Waits Ballads playlist that I made. Sorry, I didn't make this one. I found it. And it starts off really slow. It starts off with this song, Lullaby. And my son, who's now 5.5, and my daughter, who's 2, when they were, newborn, up until they were like 1.5 years old, if they were having difficulty getting to sleep, I would put on this Tom Waits Ballads playlist, and this song, Tom Trowbert's Blues, if they weren't asleep by the time we got to Tom Trowbert's Blues, they would be asleep by the end of this song. And they still call it the sleepy music. Even my 5-year-old, he's like, Daddy, you put on the sleepy music. So I don't think it's sleepy music. I admittedly put this on when they were sleeping because I'm like, well, I want music on, and I want it to be music that would have like a positive influence on their great musical taste eventually. So I went with Tom Waits, because of the ballads being, kind of matching the energy you want for putting someone to sleep. So I will leave you with this one, Tom Trowbert's Blues. All right, here we go. I'm going to get some piano going for you on this one too. Sorry about that. Wasted and wounded, it ain't what the moon did. I've got what I paid for now. See ya tomorrow. Hey Frank, can I borrow a couple of bucks from you to go waltzing Matilda? Waltzing Matilda, you'll go waltzing Matilda with me. I'm an innocent victim of a blinded alley, I'm tired of all these soldiers here. No one speaks English and everything's broken. My Stacy's are soaking wet. To go waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll go waltzing Matilda with me. Now the dogs are barking, the taxi cab's parking, a lot they can do for me. I begged you to stab me, you tore my shirt open, and I'm down on my knees tonight. Old Bushmills, I staggered, you buried the dagger in your silhouette window light. To go waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you go waltzing Matilda with me. Now I lost my St. Christopher, now that I've kissed her, and the one-armed bandit knows. The maverick Chinaman and the cold-blooded signs, and the girls down by the striptease shows go waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you go waltzing Matilda with me. No, I don't want your sympathy. The fugitives say that the streets aren't for dreaming now. And the manslaughter dragnets and the ghosts that sell memories, they want a piece of the action anyhow. To go waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll go waltzing Matilda with me. You can ask any sailor and the keys from the jailer, the old man in wheelchairs know. And Matilda's the defendant, she killed about 100. She follows wherever you may go. To go waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll go waltzing Matilda with me. And it's a battered old suitcase to a hotel someplace, and a wound that will never heal. No prima donna, the perfume is on, an old shirt that is stained with blood and whiskey. And good night to the street sweepers, the night watchmen, flame keepers, and good night to Matilda too. All right. Long song. You could see where, like, by the end of it, my kids would be asleep. So that's just a slow, kind of a strange song, filled with war references and whatnot. And oh, hey Jen, I saw that you said hello, and I just started the song, so I want to make sure I said hello to you. Thanks for dropping in on me. So I hope you will join me at noon today. Oh, sure thing, Sally. Yeah, thanks for joining in. If you haven't ever listened to Tom Waits before, his ballads are a great place to start. Yeah. So, these are great songs. His first album, Closing Time, from 1973, is a good place to start. I also really like the album Rain Dogs, and there's a song that's called Heart Attack and Vine that I really like too. There's a video on YouTube of Tom Waits singing this song Heart Attack and Vine, which is about the rampant cocaine use of businessmen on Wall Street in the 70s and the 80s. It's an amazing song, and it's this window into like this smoky, dark place, which anytime I listen to Tom Waits, I kind of feel like I'm in a diner in the 50s, even though his music came after that. So 1973's Closing Time, check out that album. And then I hope you'll also check out Heart Attack and Vine. The video from, gosh, I'm drumming my fingers. Sorry, you can hear that. Heart Attack and Vine on YouTube. He's the video's black and white. He's got on this fedora cap and he's smoking this really short cigarette that you can tell he's been huffing on for all of 3 seconds. And he just lights the stage on fire with that performance. And yeah, it's a blues song. And then if you want an overall great picture of Tom Waits, his live album, Glitter and Doom, is really good. It's more recent, so he's older and his voice isn't as strong, but it's still really good. It gets this extra grumbly quality to it. And then his live album, Big Time, which has a video component to it as well. I hope you'll check out. So for anybody interested in Tom Waits, there's some good starting points for you. I will see you all at noon today for Lo-Fi Lunch. Wherever you're watching this now, tune in again at noon. At noon for Lo-Fi Lunch. And Lo-Fi Lunch is where I just use lo-fi sounds and improvise. And it's Lo-Fi Lunch because it's around a normal lunch time. And it's meant for you to just listen to. Put it on in the background and check it out. So I'm going to leave you today, right now. And I'll see you again at noon. So take care of yourselves. Thanks for joining in.